Welcome back to my favorite places in video games. Today we're going to be doing Half-Life Opposing Force. I said I'd do this in the last episode. I played this one a lot as a kid. I don't know, I was a big soldier fanboy. But the first spot, just right over here, I never really looked at it until today. It's just very fucking strange. It's just an area that you'll usually just walk by. But it is also like iconic because it is the first area that you walk out into, but I never really paid attention to it. It's kind of just strange to me. Also, for some reason, like the music in this game, never really unsettled me as a kid, but now, like maybe because it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, but just hearing, I'll put the song on, but hearing that song now kind of just unsettles me for some reason. The other one, it's out here, and I've always thought that this was like a beautiful, serene spot, and yeah, I'm playing this on a fucking like TV, but I bet on like old monitors this shit probably looked crazy. I don't feel like I get the same experience, you know what I mean? But it's a cool spot. Okay, and then you got the like lower part of this as well, which is also kind of just a weird spot. I never knew you could go behind this. Um, anyway, on to the next spot. Okay, so the next spot is over here where the guard and the scientist get attacked. Just like this little overview. It's kind of strange to me. And there's blood on the window. It's all fucking dark. But yeah, just this spot right here. It's kind of strange, kind of cool. It's like a liminal space. Okay, so the next spot is over here. I actually got a no clip to get out here, but every time I come over here, I always fucking do this. But I remember as a kid, I was like, let me in the helicopter. You could see fucking G-Man going away, trying to shoot him. Um, yeah, but then it just does that. But this is a weird area because you're usually not able to access it. And whoa, what the fuck? That shit just, I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. But yeah, G-Man's just standing here. Wait, I can move him? Wait, why can I move him? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Okay, the next spot is over here, um, in Missing in Action. You gotta kind of fall down. Yes, I'm using God mode currently. But yeah, this area, um, it's kind of cozy, even though it's floody. I did not mean, even though it's flooded, it's kind of cozy. Um, you know. The next spot is in this little area. Um, Underground structures like this, or whatever you want to call it, are very strange to me. And it kind of gets stranger. It's pretty much just this entire segment, like this right here, but this isn't even like the main spot I'm talking about. It is still weird and kind of like liminal in a way. I know that word has been drawn out over the years, but like, yeah. And then the next area is like over here, because I mean, I'm sure that this goes up to the surface, but it's still just kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's strange. There's a fucking street light underground, which I guess maybe it's not uncommon, but I haven't seen much of it. It's kind of strange because like with like Majora's Mask and Ocarina, um, the places like the liminal kind of areas, it felt like comfy, cozy, I guess. Whereas this, it just feels not unwelcoming, but it just feels stranger. You know, it doesn't feel as welcoming. Okay, so this next spot is up here in Friendly Fire, I believe the mission is called. It's kind of just this area. This, like, it reminds me of old Call of Duty, even though the graphics are fucking way different. It just has, like, the same look of a deathmatch map. This is another weird spot over here. Just this little area. Once again, it indoors and huge and fucking spooky. Very liminal area. I'm overusing that word. I know that word is like has been drawn out in the past few years. The fucking liminal. But it's a good way to explain it or explain what it looks like, you know what I mean? Okay, this one is by far my favorite. You can't really get over here. I'm gonna activate no clip so I can see it better. But it is this area. It's like in this fucking underground area, it's in this fucking cavern or whatever. And there's fucking rooms. There's fucking like it looks like outdoors, but not really. I don't really know how to explain it. But yeah, there's a fucking tunnel. I never noticed this. Security place that you can get shit. That's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, very, very strange. And there's like one, I did not notice that. There's one little fucking thing, and I can see through the map. Very, very, like, barely. The next area would have to be in this map. I believe it's called Foxtrot Uniform, or in the chapter. Um, it just reminds me of like Half-Life Deathmatch and Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Like, I used to love maps that had these like sunsets, like this kind of skybox. And it's the reason I love skyboxes today is because of shit like this. But yeah, just this area, it's like the first time you actually get to be outside in a while, you know. This is definitely like one of my second favorites just because, as I said, it reminds me of Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, and I grew up playing that shit. Same with Half-Life Deathmatch. You know, all those servers and bullshit. Okay, so another place is these tunnels here. I used to get lost in these all the time and freaked me out as a kid. Hard to navigate, that's for fucking sure. There's every corner you go, there's one of these fucking things. Get out of the goddamn way. But yeah, just these tunnels, they're very weird. Okay, another one is like I never even really noticed this, but this is just fucking weird. Like, look at how high these fucking boxes stack. Somehow this motherfucker sees me, even though it turned no target on. Um, but yeah, this level in particular is just another strange area. Also because like I grew up when I was growing up, I used to go to work with my dad. It was kind of like this, and it was always kind of a weird place. It was like this is where the adults are. All right, so the final kind of place area, whatever you want to call it, is this like parking lot area. These guys are just chilling. I'm gonna kill them. It's just kind of, once again, very strange area. Feels out of bounds. That's the word I was looking for earlier when I was talking about how I used to go to work with my dad. It feels out of bounds. You know, in a game where you go somewhere you're not supposed to go. I sound like a fucking nerd. It feels everything about this like particular tidbit of the game just feels very, very out of bounds. Also, the G-Man is over here. We got a the fuck, and there's a fucking bench right here. What the fuck? Another possible thumbnail. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. The next video will probably be on like there's a game called The Ship, and The Ship single player. I'm gonna play that, play through it because I haven't played through it since I was like younger, and just pick out some of my favorite spots, and yeah, and then I'll do Simpsons Hit and Run after that because that's another good game, and I love that game very much. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. See ya.